Hello everyone, welcome to Wild Precious Poetry. I am here today to probably read you one of the most important poems that you can read. And it's important for two reasons. The first reason is that this poem is by Naomi Shihab Nye. Now, Naomi Shihab Nye is a Palestinian American woman who has been named the Young People's Poet Laureate. So that means that her poetry has been recognized as representing the voice of young people. Automatically, a poet you need to read. She represents your voice. What does that mean? You need to read her poetry to find out. The second reason that this poetry video is so important is because I am reading the poem Kindness by Naomi Shihab Nye. And far be it for me to say that kindness is obvious, because it is something that we've been taught since we were a child that we need to be kind. But how often do we diligently practice kindness? In fact, I know personally, I often view kindness as a weakness. Being kind to someone makes you look naive. It could potentially make you vulnerable to other people's unkindness. And so many of us are protective of ourselves. But I love the way that Naomi Shihab Nye reframes kindness as the most essential thing that we all need. We all need it because we've all hurt. And if we feel hurt and all we need is kindness, then kindness becomes the only thing that makes sense. It's almost contradictory. Like, you don't want to be hurt. You only want people to be kind to you. So then why don't you also project that in how you treat others? You should also always project kindness. So I will let her do a much better job of explaining it through her poem. This is Kindness by Naomi Shihab Nye. Before you know what kindness really is, you must lose things. Feel the future dissolve in a moment, like salt in a weakened broth. What you held in your hand, what you counted and carefully saved, all must go so you know how desolate the landscape can be between the regions of kindness. How you ride and ride, thinking the bus will never stop. The passengers eating maize and chicken will stare out the window forever. Before you learn the tender gravity of kindness, you must travel where the Indian in a white poncho lies dead by the side of the road. You must see how this could be you. He too was someone who journeyed through the night with plans and a simple breath that kept him alive. Before you know kindness as the deepest thing inside, you must know sorrow as the other deepest thing. You must wake up with sorrow. You must speak to it till your voice catches the threads of all sorrows, and you see the size of a cloth. Then it is only kindness that makes sense anymore. Only kindness that ties your shoes and sends you out into the day to gaze at bread. Only kindness that raises its head from the crowd of the world to say, "It is I you have been looking for," and then goes with you everywhere, like a shadow or a friend. So I think what she points out here is that the one thing we all have in common, especially in the year 2020, is that it's been a painful one. It's been difficult. It's been complicated to process. So knowing that that is everyone's universal experience to someday feel unimaginable sorrow, why would we do anything other than be kind to each other? Why would we want to contribute anything more to that sorrow that we all feel? So kindness is just the most essential way to be towards one another. And I love this poem for that. It really, honestly, it was a wake-up call for me in how I treat people. And I hope that it gives you a moment to pause and think about how you actively are kind to people on a daily basis. So I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. Please practice kindness. Cheers.